Hello and welcome to the Pamphlet. The US has recently released its annual report on religious freedom for the year 2022 titled International Religious Freedom Report. The report was released by US Secretary of State Antony Blinken. The state secretary, while quoting former US President Bill Clinton, stated that freedom of religion was a bedrock American belief. The annually released report describes the status of religious freedom in every country, and just like many other countries, the report also covers religious freedom in India. The report talks about numerous cases of violence reported last year, though mostly against the Muslim community and other minorities. While describing India as an unsafe country for the Muslim community, it largely ignores or downplays the violent acts against the Hindu community. This annual report is published by the US State Department, and for that it refers to several shady organizations. Disinfo Lab on Twitter has revealed that this report for its data refers to IAMC, Open Doors, ICC and FICONA. IAMC, or the Indian American Muslim Council, is known for its hateful agenda against India. It is also widely known to have links with SIMI, the banned terror organization, and is backed by Jamiat-e-Islami. You can read more about the other organizations apart from IAMC in the Twitter thread of Disinfo Lab. Now the Indian side has responded on the International Religious Freedom Report. The MEA spokesperson Arindam Bagchi stated the report to be based on misinformation and flawed understanding. The report, devised as per the International Religious Freedom Act of 1998, is submitted to the US Congress. We at the Pamphlet tried our level best to find US in the report but could not, as State Department did not study for their own country. It feels rather more amusing given the recent violent incidents in the country. Jordan Neely, a black street performer who impersonated Michael Jackson, was murdered by white co-passenger in a New York subway. A viral video on social media shows Daniel Penny, an ex-US Marine, putting a chokehold on the black street performer. According to a medical examiner, Jordan Neely died from a compression of his neck. The eyewitnesses tell that Jordan Neely was not behaving normally. He was complaining loudly about being hungry and that he was ready to die when Penny grabbed him from behind, choking till death. The incident provoked outrage on social media platforms. Some termed it as racism, while others justified the action of Daniel Penny. Several individuals described it as an act of white vigilantism. For many, it was oddly similar to the George Floyd murder. What was worse, that sympathizers of Daniel Penny claimed that what ex-Marine did was to protect the other people, while several made a hero out of him. The above case perfectly explains the divisive atmosphere in the US. However, it is not the only one which has rocked the United States. On 13th of April, Karl Yahl, a black teenager, was shot in head. Why? Because he knocked on a wrong door. The neighbor, Andrew Lester, an 84-year-old white man, shot through the door as he thought he was being robbed. For some, it is an incident motivated by racial hatred, but some claim it to be just a case of civilians being vigilant of robbers and burglars. But none can deny it's not normal to shoot an unknown person without any prior knowledge of situation, or maybe it's actually becoming a norm in that country. US educational institutions have been suffering with shooting incidents, resulting in the death of several students. In a recent incident at Tenny's school in Nashville, a transgender ex-student shot dead 3 children and 3 adult staffers. Such an incident in an Asian country would have rocked the global media. The Pamphlet had written an extensive Twitter thread on the rampant gun culture violence in the US. You can read that thread. The link has been shared down below in the description. According to Gun Violence Archive, more than 200 mass shootings have taken place in US since the beginning of this year. If we look at the overall picture, hate crime incidents have increased 11.6% from 8,210 in 2020 to 9,065 in 2021. Anti-black or African American hate crimes continue to be the largest bias incident category, with 31.1% of all single bias incidents in 2021. Additionally, anti-Asian incidents represented 7.1% of incidents reported in 2021. The other largest categories of hate crimes include anti-Hispanic or Latino incidents with 6.6% of incidents and anti-white incidents with 10.5% of total incidents. A total of 1,590 incidents related to religion were reported. The largest categories of religion included anti-Jewish incidents, which was 51.4% of religion-related incidents, anti-Sikh incidents 11.6%, anti-Islamic incidents 9.6%, anti-Catholic incidents 6.1%, and anti-Eastern Orthodox 3.1%. The hate crime incidents are on a rise in the United States, and the recent news reports paint a blurry image for the nation's future. The US has been often criticized for preaching others about democracy, religious freedom, and human rights, although it has been failing to control its domestic situation and protect basic rights of its citizens. If you like this video, kindly subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.